at nationalguard.com.
Connecting Arizona. 12 News Today starts now.
3 years after former Phoenix police officer Richard Chrisman was accused of killing a man and his dog, we learn a verdict and his fate, but not everyone is satisfied.
Plus, the clouds are finally parting, and some good news is emerging from Colorado's flood-ravaged communities.
Hey, ladies, do you know what's lurking inside your purse? It could be a breeding ground for a slew of diseases. 12 News Today starts. Oh, that's nice. Right now.
It is nice.
Hello, everybody.
So true, though.
Is it? Do you have your purse available?
Well, your purse, no, it's all the way in the back. But your purse goes everywhere with you. Everywhere. Into the restroom, on the ground of a movie theater. Just about everywhere.
Alrighty.
And you know it can be gross. So we'll talk about that.
And there's an empty chair right over there.
Is.
It's very quiet in here.
It's
Where
very
is Jimmy
lonely.
Q?
Find out.
You'll find out coming up.
Let's get right to our top story, though, here in the Valley. Former Phoenix police officer Richard Chrisman will spend at least 5 years in prison.
Yeah, for the first time this morning, he's waking up behind bars after a jury found him guilty of aggravated assault. The incident happened when he pointed a gun at the head of a domestic violence suspect back in 2010. The confrontation ended with the suspect being shot and killed. Jurors could not reach a unanimous agreement on whether Chrisman committed the more serious charge of second-degree murder or whether Chrisman committed animal cruelty when he shot the man's dog. Now, because Chrisman is a former cop, he's been placed in a segregated housing at the Lower Buckeye Jail for his own safety until he is actually sentenced. The Department of Corrections will then also have to take steps to ensure his safety.
He could be in a cell by himself, but he probably will not have the same restrictions as someone who's, say, on death row, where their movements are very limited, where they only get out of their cell 1 hour a day, 6 days a week.
Now, there is also the possibility that Chrisman could be sent to another state where there's been no media coverage and inmates will not know if he was a former police officer. But if he ends up staying in Arizona, he'll most likely go to the Lewis prison in Buckeye, where virtually all of the protective segregation inmates are housed.
Maricopa County Attorney Bill Montgomery, he responded to the verdict and said even though the jury is unable to reach a decision on 2 counts, quote, we will assess the case and determine the most appropriate course of action. One possible course of action is to retry the remaining counts, which is permitted under our state and federal constitution.
4:32 now. 3 teens are recovering from minor injuries this morning after being struck by a car as they crossed the street. Phoenix police tell us the teens were crossing at 55th Avenue in Thomas last night, in the crosswalk, by the way, when they were struck by a red light runner. The driver remained on the scene following the collision, and officials tell us alcohol did not play a factor.
Well, many evacuations still in place this morning in Colorado, but slowly some residents of the flood-stricken towns north of Denver have been able to put their battered neighborhoods back together. And some of them are finding no house to call home. Meanwhile, rescuers are still plucking stranded residents from areas cut off by last week's flooding. It's believed about 600 people are still stranded in Larimer County. With all the standing water, it is difficult to reach those who are still missing. And that's been the challenge for rescue crews over the last 24 hours, trying to survey the damaged areas and look for any signs of SOS.
I expected to see a lot more frustration and feel it with folks. You know, they've been up there since Wednesday or Thursday without ability to come down, many of them without water, very limited on food. Overall, it was just amazing. It spoke to the spirit of the folks that live here.
It's almost a week. Yeah, we also want to mention, though, today emergency officials have revised the statewide death toll from 8. It is now down to 6.
Well, that's good news, at least out of all of that. Hey, we're digging deeper into the life of military contractor Aaron Alexis. He's the suspect blamed for killing 12 people earlier this week at the Washington Navy Yard before dying in that shootout with police.
And despite a pattern of misconduct as a Navy reservist and sporadic run-ins with the law, Alexis was actually granted secret clearance as a contractor. Now, those facts have members of Congress outraged and promising to fix holes in the system, forcing some to ask here, is this mass shooting the last straw? Others saying gun laws wouldn't stop a criminal from getting a weapon, but the fight for gun control is revived and could take a dramatic turn following Monday's shootings. Today, family members of Newtown victims, they're going to join lawmakers in our nation's capital to call for gun control.
It was all just a terrible accident. Authorities say the fire that devastated the boardwalk on the Jersey Shore was due to an electrical malfunction. The fire tore through restaurants, shops, and destroyed 86 businesses. Investigators say the fire began underneath a building on the boardwalk. The Ocean County prosecutor says the electrical wiring had sustained damage from sand and salt water during Hurricane Sandy. Nobody was seriously injured in that blaze.
Okay, I'm going to throw off Brent.
Panda Watch.
Oh my gosh, he was ready. Oh, I love it. Washington's newest edition has been given a clean bill of health. Brent, I got to give you more credit back there. The National Zoo made the announcement about its giant panda cub. This little lady is just under 2 pounds. Not her, but the thing underneath her. Baby still hasn't opened her eyes, though. We don't know. I don't think we know if it's a boy or a girl yet. The panda team had to wait to examine her. It does, yeah. Until Mama Bear put her baby down. The panda cub still does not have a name. Now, the zoo says it is honoring Chinese tradition, which is to wait 100 days before naming the baby. Why do I love Panda Watch so much? I could be on Panda Watch all day, every day.
Panda Watch.
Thank you.
I know you were trying to.
That's actually my ringtone. Our own zoo animal, it should be. Jimmy.
Yes.
He's at the Phoenix Zoo this morning celebrating none other than Hump Day.
You're all right out there, Jimmy?
What's behind
I'm on
him?
Panda Watch.
What is Panda Watch?
And it is, of course, Hump Day.
Hump Day.
We're out here. We are at the Phoenix Zoo. It is early, and I can honestly tell you, I wish you guys could be out here to feel the air on your skin. It feels as close to perfect as you can get. It's not too cool. It's not warm. It's so beautiful out here. So if you're not in the downtown area, but away from the buildings, we're starting to feel it. I can feel fall in the air, and it is really, really a nice day. But it is Hump Day with camels behind us. So we're going to be having camel facts, Hump Day facts all day long. I don't even know if we can ride them. If we can ride them, you know what? I'm going to saddle up.
Yeah, seriously.
Are they awake, Jimmy?
They don't look
Yell at
them.
them.
Shh.
Oh.
They don't wake for another 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. 5 minutes.
Hit the snooze button.
Gotcha.
You know?
Sounds like me in the morning. I love
We'll be
that.
back.
All right, Jimmy. We'll check with you in a little bit. Oh, this is going to be an interesting morning.
Amen.
Happening today, Casey Anthony headed back to court. Remember her? This time it's concentrating on a pair of complaints filed by people suing for her, that is, for defamation. Roy Kronk and Zendia Gonzalez filed Zenaida? All right. She also goes by Zendia.
Yep.
She filed the complaints in federal court in July, arguing that the lawsuits should survive Anthony's bankruptcy because she was, quote, willful and malicious in damaging their reputations. Anthony told Florida police that Gonzalez, Casey Anthony's babysitter, had kidnapped her. And remember that? Anthony has been in hiding since she was found not guilty of killing her daughter, Kaylee.
Also happening today, Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke will announce if interest rates are going up, going down, or just staying put. After a two-day meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee, Bernanke will present the committee's current economic projections. Now, the committee has been keeping rates at a record low of between 0 and 1/4%. They have said for some time that interest rates will remain that low until the unemployment rate falls below 6.5%.
Meanwhile, back here at home, plans to build a casino in the West Valley hit another snag. A bill passed yesterday in the House of Representatives that would stop the Tohono O'odham Nation Casino. The measure is sponsored by Representative Trent Franks. It now awaits consideration by the U.S. Senate. This ongoing back and forth battle started in 2009 when the tribe announced it was going to build a casino near Glendale's Sports and Entertainment District.
Well, today is
Hump Day.
Thank you, September 18th, the 261st day of 2013, which means there are only
104.
104.
Tick tock, tick tock. Some big names celebrating birthdays today. Controversial cyclist Lance Armstrong turns 42, although we don't know if that's his real age.
No.
Actress and wife of Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, also turns 42.
Great.
And James Marsden, is that who that is?
Yes, Marsden.
Okay, he's 40.
Very.
And the late James Gandolfini would have turned 52 today.
Can you believe how young he is?
Yes.
That's sad. Well, on this day back in 1793, George Washington laid lay the cornerstone to the U.S. Capitol building, the home to the legislative branch of government. The building would take nearly a century to complete as architects came and went during the Civil War. Today, the Capitol, which is visited by 3 to 5 million people each year, has 540 rooms and covers a ground area of about 4 acres. No word on how many bathrooms.
Where'd they get that video from? Schoolhouse Rock?
No, this is the actual video.
Oh my goodness, it's a bill. It's only a bill. Hankering for a hunk of cheese there. And in 1996, Boston Red Sox pitcher Roger Clemens matched his own record of striking out 20 batters a decade after he did it the first time. He was then later traded to the Yankees, where he helped pitch them into World Series 4 times in 5 years.
And this day will forever mark the wonderful day back in 2004. Singer
kids.
Britney Spears married Kevin Federline at a private ceremony at a home just outside of Los Angeles, which I'm sure she doesn't remember. However, 2 years later, they both filed for divorce. Which is still to the
Does young love not work anymore?
It doesn't.
So depressed.
If they can't make it, who can?
That's right.
Who can?
Just goes,
riddle me that.
Why is it?
Tweet me.
2 kids seemingly got the rest of their lives together.
Exactly.
And it doesn't work.
So much going for them. All right, ahead on 12 News today. I guess it's true. The rich just keep getting richer. You would do that. Just wait. Just what you want. Just what you want to hear in the morning.
Either way, you're rich.
But it's true. Forbes just released their list of the nation's top earners who made the list and who fell short by a few $1 billion.
Plus in sports, ever wonder how much a Super Bowl ticket's going to set you back? Up next, what face value is going for a basic seat in the house.
All right, let's talk about how good things are looking this morning. This is the 10 right near 27th Avenue. Look at that, the moon and the clouds. It's a beautiful morning out there. Jimmy Q's right, it is nice out there. We're looking at great conditions. No slowing out on our highways and no crashes. You are watching 12 News Today, connecting Arizona. We'll be right back.
Shaw with Realty One Group. We help more home sellers sell than any other agent. I'm not bragging, I'm applying for a job. I want to be your realtor. If you're not happy, fire me. I think you'll be happy as most sell at full price or more. Call 602-957-7777 or nohasslelisting.com. For 34 years, short sale or traditional selling homes is what we do best. Thank you.
It's time to work out. Dude, it takes a little bit of luck, determination and skill. Concentration and power provide the drive and the will. Add 1 ounce of pleasure and pounds of pain. Then you have the reason to remember our name. Mountainside Fitness. Mountainside Fitness.
Get fit this fall. Join now and get half off enrollment and your first month free when you call, click, or visit. Mountainside Fitness. What's your goal?
They won America's hearts with millions of your votes. Now the biggest talent celebration on earth is on its way to you. TV's America's Got Talent live on stage.
Tickets on sale now at mesaartscenter.com.
Join the nation's conversation at the new USA Today.
43, the number of birthdays I've celebrated. 20, the number of minutes it takes me to run a mile. 8, the number of my survivor years. 0, the number of times I gave up. Join us Sunday, October 13th at the 21st Annual Komen Phoenix Race for the Cure at the Wesley Bowling Plaza, downtown. Log on to KomenCanAZ.org for more information or call 602-346-CURE.
Watch Channel 12 this weekend for Arizona Business Today.
Welcome back, everyone. Big things happening with Apple today.
So, wait.
Wait.
Start that off.
Big things happening with Apple today. Thank you. As they release the newest mobile operating system, iOS 7. It's available for download on most late model iPhones, iPads, and the iPod Touch devices. Now, this is completely different. According to Apple, this new operating system offers a cleaner, minimalist design and a more colorful palette. An overhauled interface includes transparent screens and easier ways to move from app to app. Also included, improved file sharing, a new male voice option for Siri, maybe, and iTunes Radio, similar to Pandora. iOS 7, goodness gracious, will also be included on new iPhone models. Hey, I actually was peeking on someone on an airplane who had this.
You're like the commercial.
Yeah, well,
You're
I was
like
looking
the
over
TV
his shoulder.
commercial.
I was like, oh my gosh, that's the new system. It's really cool.
Ironically, Emma, speaking of the new iPhone models, Apple's set to release those new iPhones this Friday. So you don't have to peek over anybody's shoulders. Get in the tents, get the lawn chairs ready, and the doors open at 8 a.m. But if you want to skip the line altogether, try the virtual line. The Apple online store will start selling the new models 1 minute after midnight Pacific time. Apple offered the 5C in an array of colors as pre-order, but not the 5S. And by the way, the array of colors is just the cover, right?
No. The whole iPhone is going to be that color.
I thought there was only 3 different things.
No. I'll explain to you later.
Okay,
It's been said the rich get richer, and according to Forbes magazine, the nation's 400 top earners are the richest they have ever been. The group has a combined net worth just over $2 trillion. Microsoft founder Bill Gates tops the rich list for the 20th year in a row. He is just selfish, with a personal fortune of $72 billion.
With a B.
Yeah, Warren Buffett came in second with $58.5 billion, and co-founder of software company Oracle, Larry Ellison, he rounds out the top 3 with a personal fortune of $41 billion.
When you go out to lunch, how does that guy not pick up the tab?
Exactly. I would just expect
I would feel extreme guilt over that.
Well, you should.
I'm only making, it's been a tough year.
It has been a tough year. It's been very tough. Jimmy Q, that's kind of why we always ask you to pay. You understand.
Big bucks, McGraw.
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
Doug's the big bucks. Doug's the big spender. You know that, Emma.
That's true. It's very true.
Really?
Where do you think I got these shoes? Not from Doug.
Nice.
No. Husband bought them. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Hey, folks, we are at the Phoenix Zoo right now. I'm with Chester, and you are in charge of the camels and the camel exhibit as well.
Yes, we give rides here Monday through Sunday.
You can actually get on one of these.
You sure can. It costs $5 per person. Get on right here, go for a nice little lap here, and your family can hang out right over here by the ride and take photos of you so you can have some nice memories.
They are really cool. We're gonna get up close and personal with these camels, and they are, I don't know how to say it. They're sweet. They are really, really cute animals. So we're going to learn more facts about them throughout the day. But first, I want to tell you your forecast and your weather and what's going to be happening here. Let's go straight into the graphics, and I'll let you know that we have low pressure up towards the north of us. That's going to pull in some clouds and definitely some a little cooler temperatures here across the valley. Right now, we're feeling something out here because it is really, really nice with these temperatures that are down. So that's our area of low pressure that's going to be up towards the north of us. Now, as far as our monsoon meter and our temperatures, well, we go 104 for today, so we're still going to be above average. Sunny. Sunrise at 6:14, so we still have a ways to go. Right now, it's about 4:49 in the morning, so pretty early. Monsoon meter, a 1 for the valley, 2 for northern Arizona, 2 for the White Mountains, and southeast Arizona, about a 1. Your almanac for today, 105 degrees. The average is 99. The record, 109 degrees. Yesterday, though, we almost tied the record. It was very warm. As far as rainfall, about 7/100ths of an inch. We're right there where we should be for this time of year. So we've done very well for our monsoon. It's caught us back up in the rain game. 76 for the high temperature in Flagstaff, 88 for Winslow, 85 for Prescott, 87 for Sedona, as well as a high of 87 in Payson for today, and 103 for Casa Grande. Okay, 7-day outlook, 104 degrees for today. Tomorrow we drop down to about 99, 100. Friday, 103, 102 for Saturday, and 100. And the first day of fall coming on Sunday. So you know what? We're starting to feel it. Just starting it right now. It just feels really comfortable. I wouldn't say quite cool, but it is very, very comfortable. So we go from comfortable to cool to chilly.
Hey.
And when we come back, we're going to go back to camels because today is hump day.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You need some of my Prilosec? Sounds like you got the repeats back there.
The what?
It's too early for
Too
that.
early?
Yes.
I heard the camels spit. Watch out.
Seriously, watch it. That makeup
Really?
of yours. Yeah. All right, Jimmy.
What about my? Well, but I'm wearing that special cologne.
That's
you know.
right.
And Musk.
Still like that.
See what's making sports headlines this Wednesday morning. With a playoff spot basically in the palm of their hand, National League West leaders, the Dodgers looking to end their 4-game losing streak last night against the D-backs down the street. Let's go to Chase Field and MJ.
All right, Kemp making his return to the lineup, laces a double down the left field line off of Patrick Corbin. Mark Ellis and Hanley Ramirez both score on the play, and Kemp slides in with the double. Dodgers off to a 2-0 lead. Well, that stunk because it didn't end. In the third, LA's Adrian Gonzalez hits a long fly ball to right field that reaches the seats. A 2-run home run, his 21st of the season. LA adding to their lead, 6-0 Dodgers. We're heading over the top of the fourth. Kemp at the plate again, and he rips one back up the middle for a single. Ellis is waved around, and he scores again to make it 8-0. We're going to go to the bottom of the fourth. Runners at first and third. No outs. Martin Parado, he grounds to third, and Paul Goldschmidt is able to come home. Paul Goldie, D-backs finally on the board. Dodgers go on to win, though, 9-3. Game 3 of the series is tonight right here in town, just when we thought we had him.
Hey, hockey's playing. Well, preseason anyways. The Boston Bruins paid a visit to the Washington Capitals for a little preseason scrimmage last night. Check this out as they go into the corners. Anything but friendly. Whoopsie. Yeah. Ovechkin and Bruins defenseman Chris Castro chased that puck along the boards. Castro slamming the Russian superstar into the corner. Portions of the glass come crashing down. Luckily, let's look at it. It was more of just of a nudge. It wasn't really a crash into it. Anyways, nobody was hurt by that little. Well, really, that was like preseason. Look at the guy in the camera behind that. Whoa, hey, wow, look out.
Just want to watch a game.
Play was delayed for about 5 minutes while the crews repaired the plexiglass.
Okay, all you Cards fans.
Yep.
If the team makes the Super Bowl, when the team makes the Super Bowl, get ready to empty your wallet. Super Bowl tickets will cost you more than ever. Thank you. Probably because the game is in New York this season. The best seats will be sold for around $2,600 a piece.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's double what the same ticket went for last season in New Orleans. And get this, 60% of all tickets inside the stadium will have a face value of over $1,000. And on top of that, you have to spend another $1,000 just to stay warm.
That's right. Outside, cold, freezing. Wait till the following year when it comes here. It is 4:51. Coming up on 12 News today. Could your purse contain the germ more than the average toilet?
I hope not.
A new study suggests that may just be the case. Startling results coming up next, and gross results as well.
Yeah, we'll be right back. You're watching 12 News Today, connecting Arizona.
Bingo at the Fort is still the best in the Valley. The biggest room, great prizes, big payouts. Fort McDowell Casino, midnight September 21st. Call 1-800-THE-FORT and gamble responsibly.
Today, more than ever, you need a professional licensed loan officer and trusted mortgage bank whose sole focus is closing real estate transactions. People's Mortgage Company is a premier mortgage lender with a vast line of loan programs with some of the most competitive rates in Arizona. Our proprietary programs offer immediate financing after short sale or foreclosure. I answer my phone 7 days a week till 10 p.m. for quick local support. Why go anywhere else? IGetDealsDone.com.
It's in the way that we begin our day. It's in our stories. It's the things we say. This is home. This is home. It's in relationships and times we spend. It's in the comfort of being with friends. This is home. This is home. This is the place where we can grow and love. In moments cherished that we take hold of. It's where we gather what we call our own. This is home. Yeah, this is home.
This is me, and these are my friends. Back in the day, we never ever missed a game. But then, life happened.
We may be in different places, but Connect TV brings us all back together. We can talk scores, plays, even traffic.
Shoe check.
Same room again. Connect TV. Do more than watch.
Download free at connecttv.com/12news. 12 News Beat the Traffic. Brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
We have a question for all you ladies out there. Not for you, Doug. What's in your purse? Well, in Kate's purse, let's see. She had, no, I'm just kidding, Kate, we'll leave that. We're not talking lipstick or an iPhone. We mean what could be potentially growing or lurking inside your handbag.
Ugh.
Cute. A study found that 33% of women never clean their purses. And in a swab test, the results discovered traces of food poisoning, including E. coli. I don't even want to go there. Nope. Just some really yucky
You can read
stuff.
it yourself.
Yes. The researchers not only tested
Streptococcus.
purses, they swabbed laptops and gym bags. And yeah, really gross. But this one, no, it's cleaned all the time. I'm sure it is. I'm going to put it down, though, just in case.
Are you packing?
What?
If you're one of the many Americans who are, you may need to think twice about entering a certain business.
Oh.
Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz announced guns are no longer welcome in their shops. He says the decision to ask customers to stop bringing guns into its cafes came as a result of Starbucks Appreciation Days. They're events where gun advocates would gather at Starbucks stores with their firearms. Schultz says those demonstrations have, quote, made our customers a little uncomfortable, as are the prices for some of those things. Starbucks, however, is stopping short of an outright ban on firearms. They're just not welcoming them.
I get that.
Yeah, I get it too.
Just about everywhere. Sorry.
Can I have a latte and can you 357? Can you fill this as well?
Ridiculous.
Honest to goodness.
It's a coffee shop.
I thought when I visited San Antonio, Texas, Rico, and they had a sign outside the Mexican restaurant. I was going in for, some Mexican food. It said, firearms not allowed inside, blah, 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 blah. And I go, that's a little touristly thing, little jokey thing. You're in Texas. I go in, the bartender says, oh, no, that's real.
No, that's real.
That's real. I was shocked and surprised.
You know who else is real?
Real, yeah.
You will find a few of those signs around here as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, more than a few.
Yeah.
More than a few.
I thought it was a tourist thing.
Yeah, not so much. Okay, 4:56 is the time right now. Coming up on 12 News today, new report by the government finds some serious discrepancies when it comes to training our border agents. Details on that report up next. Plus, it may seem like a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. Properly buckling your kids when they're in the car. However, new numbers out this morning suggest more and more moms and dads are foregoing such a precaution. And Prince Harry preps for some cooler weather by stepping inside a giant freezer. We're talking temps that are way below freezing, the daring feat he's attempting to accomplish this time. We'll be right back.
43, the number of birthdays I've celebrated. 20, the number of minutes it takes me to run a mile. 8, the number of my survivor years. 0, the number of times I gave up. Join us Sunday, October 13th at the 21st annual Como Phoenix
today,
Race for the Cure.
24 hours a day. It's for teenagers 17 and younger. Once a teenager.
For more information, or call 602-346-CURE.
There are big sales, and then there are really big sales. Arizona, get ready for really big. Spencer's TV and Appliance celebrates their newest location with a grand opening celebration, and the savings are all over the valley at all 8 Spencer's locations. Get fantastic grand opening buys on all GE appliances. Spencer's has always been the low price leader, but with an event like this, the deals get even better. Spencer's TV and Appliance. It's like having a friend in the business.
I never dreamed that I would go from being a size 24. I'm currently a size 4. I would not have been able to do this without the Weight Loss Institute of Arizona.
Call 855-PHX THIN.
Over 600 new and used RVs at everyday low prices. Now at La Mesa RV in Arizona. This new Winnebago Journey, discounted over $100,000. La Mesa RV is your savings place in West Phoenix and Mesa.
Ashley Furniture Home Store's biggest event ever starts now. With 50% off everything. But it gets even bigger with an additional 10% off all clearance merchandise and up to 48 months interest-free financing. Bigger, okay. How about free local delivery? Now that makes this Ashley Furniture's biggest event ever with 50% off everything. Plus up to 48 months interest-free financing plus free delivery. But it's for a limited time and only at Ashley Furniture Home Store.
Roll-A-Shield rolling shutters are the perfect solution to protect your home or office from sun damage, provide added security and energy efficiency. Imagine shading all your windows in seconds with the press of a button. Call the number on your screen for a free estimate.
Every rug must go. At World of Rugs' massive store closing, you'll save up to 80% in every store. Visit any World of Rugs and save up to 80% at the massive store closing blowout.
Sponsored by ADOT in partnership with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
Think pink and go green with a free Buddy Check 12 bag. Sign up at buddycheck12.azcentral.com and pick it up at your favorite Fry's food store.
Spencer's TV and Appliance and GE.